Out of the White House, and new trouble for one of the president's inner circle. His son-in-law, Jared Kushner, has been stripped of his top secret security clearance amid questions about his foreign contacts and business dealings, and new questions now about whether he can hold on to his high-level role in the White House. Our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, has all the latest. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, George, good morning to you. He might be the president's son-in-law, but this morning, Jared Kushner is facing uncertainty about just how long he might stay in this White House. On Capitol Hill, Jared Kushner racing past the cameras. No comment on those bombshell allegations. The Washington Post reporting that officials from multiple foreign countries have discussed ways to manipulate Kushner by taking advantage of his complex business arrangements, financial difficulties, and lack of foreign policy experience. ABC News has learned that in a highly unusual move, some of Kushner's contacts with foreign officials were never disclosed to the National Security Council or officially reported at all. And discussions by foreign officials about their meetings with Kushner made their way into National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster's top secret daily intelligence briefings.
My name is Jared Kushner. I am Senior Advisor to President Donald J. Trump.
According to the Washington Post, concerns about those foreign contacts is one reason Kushner has been unable to obtain a permanent security clearance. In a new blow, his access to highly classified information cut off, the White House stripping Kushner of his temporary top secret security clearance as part of a crackdown by Chief of Staff John Kelly. He had been working on a temporary security clearance since the inauguration, his application under FBI review for nearly 15 months. Kushner updating it several times after failing to disclose multiple foreign contacts before he entered the administration. Kushner is tasked with a vast portfolio, including solving peace in the Middle East.
Well, Jared's done an outstanding job. I think he's been treated very unfairly. He's a high-quality person. He works for nothing, just so, nobody ever reports that, but he gets zero.
But now questions not just about whether Kushner can still do his job with a downgraded security clearance, but whether he stays on the job at all.
He's a valued member of the team, and he will continue to do the important work that he's been doing since he started in the administration.
Now, multiple sources inside and out of this White House say that this downgrade cuts off Kushner's access to the daily presidential briefing, the top secret presidential daily briefing. It will also cut him out of some very important conversations inside that Oval Office. George, we have also learned that Chief of Staff John Kelly wants Kushner out very much, but every White House source that I have spoken to says the president is not going to fire his son-in-law.
A lot of infighting there right now. Meantime, Cecilia, the president's closest personal aide, Hope Hicks, up on Capitol Hill yesterday for about 8 hours before the House Intelligence Committee. Pretty remarkable admission behind closed doors that she said that sometimes her job for President Trump requires her to lie.
Yeah, the New York Times is reporting that Hope Hicks told congressional investigators that she sometimes has to tell white lies on behalf of the president. They also say in that more than 8 hours of testimony that she didn't answer very many key questions, namely about that Trump Tower meeting, George.
Okay, Cecilia, thanks very much. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, for more on all this right now. Let's start with Jared Kushner. You saw this Washington Post report, foreign officials discussing his vulnerabilities among themselves. This could be an avenue that the special counsel Robert Mueller takes up.
Absolutely. They're going to be looking into any of his efforts to raise money for his business from foreign sources, particularly during the transition period. Why? Because then, in theory, he could be beholden to one of these foreign nations. You also have the question of why didn't he disclose this on his security clearance at the outset? Was it intentional or was it just accidental?
Meantime, we have CNN reporting that Mueller's team is now asking questions about President Trump's business dealings, particularly in Moscow, before the campaign. The president's team has said this is a red line, his businesses, but explain why it could be relevant to Mueller.
Because you have to understand the context of Trump's relationship with Russia. Meaning, if you're investigating Russian meddling in the election and possible relationships between Trump, the campaign, and the Russians, you have to go back a little bit to understand what was the relationship to start with. Were there financial ties there? Those are important questions. That doesn't mean that they're implicating him. It just means that you have to figure out, is it important?
Real quickly, no such thing as a white lie to investigators.
Well, it's a white lie about do you look fat in those pants, but it's not a white lie when it comes to something material about anything related to the investigation.
Dan Abrams, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.